All right, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. It feels really good to be back. As you guys may or may not have seen, there's been like a week and a half, 2-week gap since my last video. I have been battling with a chronic cough in the past month, which has made recording hell. I'm talking about making cuts every 2 seconds, greatly extending the editing time, but also really just affecting, the enjoyment of the video and the process of the video. But I'm back now, which is the most important thing. And we are kicking off, 7 days until, 7 days, time of recording, even upload date until opening night, which is going to be awesome. I'll, of course, throughout the season, just be doing tons of content about in-season stuff. But anyway, something that has really been stirring up in terms of clicks, in terms of discussion, is Victor Wembanyama. Real quick, Victor Wembanyama, his rookie season, averaged 21 points in 71 games. Of course, the blood clot last season, reduced how much he could play, but 24 points. He's averaging 3.7 blocks through his first 2 seasons, 10.8 boards. The one thing he's got to tone down, is turnovers, and he did have 7 turnovers in this preseason game here, but this is scary. This is really scary. Let's take a look, talk about Victor Wembanyama real quick. Apologize for the quality, but this is 1080p. Anyway, we got Victor Wembanyama down in the post. Just a tough guy to get into, but what you really like to see here is the transition. 7'4" guy dribbling down the court. No one's gonna stop him. Downhill finish. Again, I greatly apologize for the quality, but I can't do anything about it. I think it's because it's a preseason game. It's not getting any love in that department. But what is this? 7'4" guy who on the defensive end gets the stop by literally just putting his hands up. Then immediately gets the ball and is just going down the court. I mean, first of all, someone's got to stop him. But at the same time, if you're Nemhard, what are you going to do? Ball goes to Wemby here. Stephon Castle's going to go around for the wraparound. Does Wemby commit to this? No. Completely takes it himself. Drives to the bucket. Completely out-muscles Isaiah Jackson, if that's who that is. And just jams it. He just bully balls him, dude. This is Wemby literally at the 3-point line. Foot inside. But fakes the wraparound. Just attacks inside. I mean, for one, you got to have some sort of help side, but it's not like any of these guys can't shoot. Damn, dude. This is unseen territory of a guy his size being able to move the way he does, being able to dribble the way he does. Okay, Dylan Harper, entry pass to Wemby. Wemby's not catching it inside the block, too. What they're able to do with Wemby is put him out in the perimeter to give him more options of, for one, right now, he's literally, this position of back to the basket is something you see over here. You don't see this in the 3-point line. But the reason why you're seeing it with Wemby is because of, one, he's able to shoot the ball, so he's still a threat if you don't stay up on him. 2, he's got long strides, so it only takes, 2 to 3 steps to be at the basket. 3, you have Stephon Castle in plays like these setting the screen. I mean, Stephon Castle setting a screen for Wemby, rolls out, playing it really tight on Wemby. Wemby now dribbles, cross, pull up. How do you guard that? Seriously, how do you guard that? Because it's not like they heavy committed to Castle here. I mean, Castle, all he does is flare out, or roll out, I should say. Siakam's playing pretty good help side here by sneaking in a little bit. Just enough. I mean, Wemby definitely isn't, he doesn't have his eyes up. Something, again, that you can look at like, okay, if this is tape, if you're a head coach, if you're looking at this play, you're thinking, this is something we got to work on, Wemby. You got to have your eyes up. Now, again, I'm being very picky here about it, but when you're talking about Wemby and his upside, these are the things you can improve on. Just, hey, dude, you got to be able to see the rollout here. But it doesn't matter. Reason why is because you still have Wemby one-on-one with whoever. And then this is a simple crossover through the leg, pull up. I mean, there's only one thing you could change for Wemby there, but other than that, everything was freaking amazing. And you got Stephon Castle setting a screen for Wemby there. He's 7'4", man. Here's pretty straightforward. Shot goes up. Not great positioning for Wemby, but he's still 7'4" for the board. A ball gets tipped up, losing the ball a bit. Okay, pass it out to Wemby. Wemby's getting. What is he doing now? Dribbling the ball up the court because he can. Straight up. Because he can. And you don't stop him. And this is not Steph Curry dribbling the ball up the court. This is not James Harden dribbling the ball up the court. This is a 7'4" player dribbling the ball up the court. This goes against everything that the NBA has been. This is unorthodox territory. I mean, sure, do you see Jokic dribbling the ball up the court sometimes? Sure, but Jokic is slower and he doesn't have handles like that. And Jokic isn't 7'4". Wemby's not looking to pass like Jokic. He's looking to score. What the Pacers are doing here is simply, we can't give him, the easy lane. But Wemby's like, I can shoot the ball. This goes against everything that the NBA has been in its history, which is traditionally a center. He's not taking the ball up the court, period. Centers, historically speaking, in the NBA, do not take the ball up the court, period. You pass it to your point guard, and you go and you sit around the block. You set these screens. Wemby's not doing that. Wemby can be a focal point. Wemby can dribble the ball up the court because he can do this shit. And if he doesn't do this shit, he can easily drive it in. That is unreal, dude. That is unreal. 7'4" guys are not supposed to do that. Luke Cornett, I believe. Vassell right here. So Luke Cornett's having that help side. Wemby's kind of patrolling. So he's seeing Cornett's kind of committing here. So he's got to move a little bit over here. Still playing the shooter as well. So he's kind of caught in between. Nevertheless, great defensive play. Wemby gets the board. And now look who's going. Up the court. Passing it out to Harrison Barnes. Barnes back out to Dylan Harper. Back out to Harrison Barnes. And look who's just sitting in the corner over here. Oh my goodness. Didn't get the ball. But again, it's not even just about, Wemby's getting and shooting the three here. The spacing is possible because of Wemby's ability to shoot. And this play is possible because of Wemby's ability to make players guard him. Have to. You have Benedict Mathurin having to move over to Wemby, which frees up Barnes, which frees up Harper because Nembhard is now looking at Barnes. And now Harper, because he has Nembhard coming to him, frees up Barnes. Barnes gets, now he goes. If Harrison doesn't get fouled here, Wemby is wide open for a three. All this happens because you got a 7-foot freaking player who's able to stretch the floor and dribble the ball up the floor. That's going to be a headache for coaches to mess with. Seriously, that's going to be a massive, massive headache. That's not going to be fun for coaches to deal with. Got JC over here. I believe this is Vassell over here. How does the play break down? Get the ball to Barnes. Immediately set the screen for JC over here. Come over the top. And Vassell is just here for spot-up purposes, also to stretch out the floor. Of course, Castle is coming across over here for possible handoff. But okay, Barnes immediately sizing up here. Nembhard still on him really strong here. We got Wemby. What's he following up with here? Just flare across, move across into the perimeter here to be able to front and just completely back down Isaiah Jackson. Isaiah Jackson's not prepared for it. Get the ball to Wemby. Wemby immediately turns. Doesn't do anything extra. Just uses his length. A lot going on there. Let me break it down again very slowly, but it's a really nice play call because you would think the focal point is the guys coming off the screens. You could possibly think the focal point is the handoff for Stephon Castle. And again, Vassell, the play is clearly not for him. It is simply for stretching out the floor. But you see Isaiah Jackson, he's not ready under no circumstance for Wemby to just straight up front him here and body him. And all you got to do if you're Harrison Barnes here is just completely get the ball to Wemby. And there's no crazy dribbles here, right? Based off the way Wemby has his right leg, he's going to plant the heel, use it, then completely turn his body like this. Kind of like a rotation. I mean, Obviously, if you're Isaiah Jackson, you can't see that. Very common thing you see for centers is to plant the heel, then turn the body, use the right arm to shield, finish with the left. See what he does here. Uses the right arm to shield, finishes with the left. Beautiful play. Very hard to deal with because there's a lot going on there. I mean, I shouldn't say a lot. In all honesty, in all reality, it's very simple for NBA players to go through these motions. But Wemby is just someone who, yeah, you put him in the paint area like that. There's not a lot that needs to go on. Just use your length. Okay, Stephon Castle with the ball. Vassell out here. Harrison Barnes coming across to the corner here. Wemby, what are you going to do? This is just a simple screenplay. Lackadaisical from Siakam. Barnes attacking. Because you get the lazy defense from Siakam, it is preseason, but because you get the lazy defense, it opens up Wemby here. I mean, you can see from a mile away what's coming. Siakam's just chilling, though. This screen, though, I mean, you see it coming. He's sitting there. Barnes is moving, slowly creeping to the corner, gets the ball, and Siakam's like, oh, no, no, no. And then he, terrible closeout. Isaiah Jackson has to help off, but of course, creates for Wemby. You're going to see lobs to Wemby a lot this season, especially with De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper there. Harrison Barnes, being a vet player, recognizes the play breaking down for them, but you're going to see a lot of lobs to Wemby this season. It's going to be a very, very common theme. Okay, this is something you're not going to see with any other freaking center. 7'4" guy way out here. Let's just get him the ball. Okay, what's he cooking up? We got a screen on by Keldon Johnson here. How are we going to attack him? Oh, pump fake, and he's actually biting. And now I'm just Wemby. I'm tall. Because I got the whole defense on me, I can pass it out to Keldon for the easy assist. But who else? Who else is biting on this? Is that Jarris Walker? I think that's Jarris Walker, but centers aren't supposed to shoot that. And again, there's a common theme with all this is you're not supposed to be able to do what Wemby does at the center position. But, well, because he bites, Wemby gets an advantage. He completely has him, Jarris on the hip. Obi, of course, has to have help side, or this is an easy finish. And to be honest with you, I don't even think Wemby has to pass that out, but he's being a good teammate, making the good basketball play, passing it out. It's not fair. It's getting scary in the West, man. The Spurs being as good as they are, the three combo guards, they're not all going to start, but you have Castle, Harper, Fox. And man, it's just, I'm genuinely expecting Wemby to take these big steps this year. I mean, he was already really good year two. Really, what it really hurt the Spurs fans to see was him just not being able to finish out the year and gain that experience. But seeing him this preseason game really just shows like, oh my God, this guy is every bit as good as we thought he would be and more. And we'll see how it goes throughout the season. As long as he can stay healthy, honestly, it's going to be scary. But let me know what you guys think. Easy film room breakdown preseason, but generating the hype for Wemby. This guy's unreal. How do you guard that? How do you deal with that? A guy who can dribble up the court at his height, a guy who's going to be physical and get in the paint, a guy really who's going to use his length to get where he needs to go. Insane. Greatly appreciate you guys for watching, though. As always, this is We've Been Different. We've been different. And we out.